know a lot of people wonder about is with the advent of more people working at home, and certainly during lockdowns, kids were at home for school as well. But is it the case that when somebody with ADHD is in their home environment where there are typically, more options of things to do, that the symptoms get worse as opposed to when they go to, say, a restaurant or to school or to play a sport or to work, where sure, there are multiple things you can do in those environments, but they're more constrained in terms of the different sides of oneself, the different activities that one tends to engage in. Is that common?
Yeah, so I'll back up a little bit. Like all of our other mental health or psychiatric conditions, there's clearly both a biological component to ADHD and clearly a social environment, or the nature and nurture question isn't which is it, it's always both. And with ADHD, we like to frame it as both structure is important and demands are important. So one of the aspects of ADHD, separate from the official, how we categorize it in terms or diagnose it in terms of symptoms, we most often are understanding at this day and age as a problem with executive functions of the brain, how the brain's working memory works, how selective attention works or doesn't work, how emotional regulation is working or not, how impulse control is working. And essentially, the ADHD brain is less able to provide the structure it needs, so it's more reliant on an optimal structure in the outside world. So getting the home versus working in an office environment, part of the problem is if you're in a traditional office environment, you're starting a specific time. Everyone else is doing their work at a certain time. When you go to lunch is clear. You may have people checking in or seeing you in the hallway. Larry, how far along are you on this coding project? Are you going to be ready for it on time? When you're home, you don't get any of that reinforcement. You don't have any of that structure.